Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And a chance here to check out some stats for R.J. Barrett.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
A look at the Magic starting group. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Black is out there with Suggs. And it's Banchero in at the 4-man position. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now here's Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Wagner. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Here's Black. Dick defending. Black, no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now here's Ingram. He had 13 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Now, Wagner, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last 3-pointer. Barnes against Wagner, poked away. Suggs with the steal. Here's Banchero. Good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Quickly with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now Dick to the inside. Pirtle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I like Pirtle's ability to quickly move to the hoop after the screen. That, again, speaks to his mobility.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to Denver.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Ingram. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Softly drops in the floater.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates and wondering what's next.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
On the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
That one is off. That one misses. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Well, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Count the basket.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Raptors trail by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Quickly looking it over. Barnes kicks to Quickly. To the paint. Dick passes to Purtle. And again, no good by Toronto. Orlando leading by 3. Wagner from long range. And Purtle pulls it down. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And that one's good, Barnes.
And saw the play develop, got out in front of the defense, and Barnes there finishes on the break.
The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Kicks it out to Wagner. Ingram outside. The 11-footer, and it's off the back rim, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The Magic again can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Black dishes to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. And here is Suggs. Over Barnes. And Purtle pulls it down. Purtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ingram. And Toronto turns it over again. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at Orlando. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And of course, there's the Raptors. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses. Orlando's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Banchero, a screen on Ingram. To the middle and stolen by Barnes. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Wagner passes to Black. Wagner outside. Pass to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Wagner.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Ingram outside. Here's Dick. Purtle sets the pick for Dick. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Quickly against Suggs. Here's Black. Takes it off the glass.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And so here's Toronto. It's a 3-point game. Quickly the pass to Dick. With the drive, Pirtle trying to get open. Dick can't get it to go. The Magic have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years, Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
Here's Black. Pass to Isaac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Both good from the line that time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
On the wing, Barnes. Back to quickly. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Poeltl. Offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the layup. Poeltl's got his second basket of the night.
And Poeltl is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Now, here's Suggs. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. And Poeltl sends it back.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And there's a shot that Ingram has mastered, the pull-up.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Toronto making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. Fourth, the Magic.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Orlando trailing here. And here is Suggs. Nothing on the board. Wagner outside. With a floater. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Dick wide open. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now, here's Suggs. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
The Magic trail by 3. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
And, Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Now, here's Wagner. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. Pass to Anthony. On the wing, Isaac. Connects from three-point range. Isaac's got his third basket of the night.
Well, you know what? I think you've got to have that shot in your game, even if you are a big guy now. And Isaac demonstrating that he does have that in his game.
Now here's Ingram. He has 6. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Anthony, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Inside, here's Isaac. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Walter. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Barrett. Now here's Ingram. 5 to shoot. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Ingram. Orlando leading. Caldwell Pope outside. Now Anthony. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Shed, covered by Anthony. There's the lob to Carter. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Walter. Raptors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
That free throw, no good. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Pass to Wagner. Now Anthony. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Anthony. Caldwell Pope outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The three. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anthony down low. The layup off target. Jonathan Isaac, he has been the guy making things happen, guys, for Orlando. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Orlando leading by 4. We've got Barnes. Also Chris Boucher out there. Walter out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Shed in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Barnes with it. Isaac picks him up. With some arc. Barnes can't get it to go. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Buries it from 3-point range. Barnes has got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Caldwell-Pope outside. Pass to Banchero. Back to Caldwell-Pope. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Anthony. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Shed, covered by Anthony. Pass to Barrett. Over Caldwell-Pope. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Magic leading by 6. Isaac outside. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Anthony can't hit. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Barrett kicks to Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Barnes. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot. Here's Shed. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. 5th best, Paolo Banchero.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here's Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barrett's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it. Outside
Anthony. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Barrett. 20 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Boucher with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Barrett. Lays it up off the glass. Barrett's got his third basket of the night right there.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Anthony with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Carter looking around. Banchero kicks to Carter. Out to Anthony. 4 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic. Barrett against Caldwell Pope. Boucher the screen. Down low. Boucher. Orlando grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Toronto where they beat the Raptors.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebound.
That was the definitive difference. I mean, it came down to the final seconds, but the tough work on the glass they did carried the day.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
Now here's Anthony. Banchero outside. Picked by Anthony. And Banchero, here we go. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Mo Wagner comes in for Isaac, and Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Cole Anthony. Analytics or the eye test? The optics
Timeout.
or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Second in scoring. And they also show up in the top 5 in terms of field goal percentage. They usually take quality shots and really share the basketball.
And GA talked about their scoring average. This is a team capable of exploding on any given night. Their firepower is incredible. Orlando leading by 5. Now Suggs, still yet to score, took the opportunity when he saw it.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Suggs against quickly. Bertle sets the pick for Barnes. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And Wagner has it in the corner. Quickly against Suggs. Banchero draws the double. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 8. Barrett the pass to Purdy. Another shot. Rejected by Banchero. Here's Caldwell Pope. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jacoby Walter.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
The Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
And he's good on the second.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Quickly against Suggs. Ingram wide open. And again, Toronto no luck.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Toronto with the ball. They trail by 11. Pass to Dick. It's Ingram on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. Good on the bucket. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
The Magic have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Banchero outside. And Wagner has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 7.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Dick. Ingram, a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Dick, that's good.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Ingram.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defenders something extra to think about.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Wagner. Over Barnes. And it's Wagner missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Banchero outside. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. Toronto grabs the miss. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. There it's checked in for the Raptors. Orlando also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Banchero. And it's Anthony Black in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Magic leading by 6. Suggs finds Wagner. Back to Suggs. They could use a bucket. And he lays it up and in. Suggs has got 4 this quarter.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pirtle against Carter. Pirtle dishes to Ingram. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Raptors trail by 8. Outside, Barrett. It's Ingram on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. Ingram kicks to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Birtle sets the pick for Barrett. Tick in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. Magic leading by 8. Wagner with it. Now guarded by Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Tough play that time by Wagner against the defense, drawing the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
At just a skosh under 7 feet, Mo Wagner does all the things you'd expect him to do well. He can be dominant in the paint as a scorer and on the board.
Walter, he's checked in for Grady Dick. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Raptors trail by 9. Ball's knocked loose. Suggs with the steal. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Toronto shooting 43% for the game. Barrett finds quickly. Here's Ingram. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Ingram with the steal. Break. Here come the Raptors. That's tipped.
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Well, he put some plaster on that one.
There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Suggs looking around. Wagner right side. Ingram comes with the double team. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 9-point game. Wagner outside. Back to Carter. Out to the wing. Wagner outside. Carter down low. Defended by Pirtle. A shot, no good. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. And that one's good. Ingram.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Wagner outside. Out to the right wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. It's good from long range. Suggs has got 9 points in the quarter. Puts it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando. With a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. KCP, a great first half of play with the scoring. What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to be effective?
I just took what they gave me. I took what they gave me, and I just knocked them down.
Hey, KCP, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Toronto Raptors.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course. I like it. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Magic leading by 10. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Suggs out there with Black. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. Toronto shooting 43% from the field. Banchero against Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
So good seeing Pirtle attack the glass, especially when he goes for the putback jam.
Suggs against quickly. Now, here's Suggs. Wagner left side. That shot off. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Wagner passes to Wagner. And there it is for him.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
That's good from Wagner.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
Barnes down low. Banchero's there. Here's Dick. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Black. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And showing off some agility on the break. Banchero is so elusive in the open floor.
Ingram passes to Dick. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes kicks to Quickly. Birtle sets the pick for Quickly. And again, Toronto no up.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Banchero. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here's Suggs. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice, smart play that time by Suggs. Used the pump fake to get the defense off balance.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Raptors trail by 17. It's Dick on the wing. Pass to Ingram. Clock at 6. And just miss after miss right now.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Banchero. A three-pointer off the mark. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
A free throw drops for Quickly. The Raptors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. 5th on the list, the Magic.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Ingram passes to Dick. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And again, no good by Toronto.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Orlando leading by 16. Lack the pass to Suggs. And here's Banchero. It's deflected. Stolen by Quickly. Goes up. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so here's Orlando after the Raptors pick up 2. Pass to Suggs. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
What's up?
A free throw drops for Suggs.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Suggs with the steal. To the paint. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Raptors trail by 19. Pass to Dick. Quickly with it. Barnes outside. Five to shoot. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game. Suggs against Quickly. Inside. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Here's Wagner. 12 points for him. Wagner, a screen on Ingram. And finished off by Wagner.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Quickly finds Ingram. Fires the three. Dick can't get it to go.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Quickly against Suggs. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. It's rebounded by Quickly. Raptors trail by 19. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Dick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his third foul of the game.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Raptors making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Orlando. Bounce pass Suggs. Wagner against Ingram. Here's Banchero over Barnes. And it's Banchero missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. They trail by 16. Took him no time at all on that one. Barnes has got 9.
And ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
Ingram with the steal. Takes a three. Barnes can't get it to go. Magic leading by 14. And here is Suggs. He's got 16. Banchero passes to Caldwell-Pope.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell-Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Ingram finds Barrett. Out to the right wing. Barnes passes to Poeltl. Here's Barrett. Poeltl sets the pick for Barrett. Clock at 4. Barnes with another miss. Orlando's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. And good that time. 18 points for him.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Raptors trail by 18. Barnes outside. Ingram outside. Pass to Barrett. Down low, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Orlando leading by 16. Suggs with the ball. He's got 18. Banchero right side. Back to Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Toronto grabs the miss. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing quickly. And it's off from three-point range. For Orlando, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Scotty Barnes. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And here's Ingram from the arc. Carter pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Wagner on the wing. 14 points for him. Caldwell Pope right side. Drills the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 17 now.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Got to be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Onside, Barrett. Boucher with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Barrett, no good. Magic leading by 18. Now Suggs. Here's Caldwell Pope. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 6. Onside, Barrett over Caldwell Pope. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Stolen by Quickly. Fast break Toronto. Here's Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Wagner. The Raptors getting the bucket. Pass to Isaac. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Walter. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Thursday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And for that game against Miami, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And the Magic making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Pass to Ingram. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Anthony kicks to Wagner. 1:04 left to play here in the third. That's his fourth miss. He's made 5 of 9. Raptors trail by 16. Pass to Shed. Here's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Shed's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Wagner outside. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Outside Anthony. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
Tough to know if Anthony's going to drive by you or pull up. He's got both in his package. Had the defender on his heels there with the slick handles.
Now here's Ingram. 14 points for him. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Boucher with a screen on Isaac. And it's Ingram missing. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Chris Boucher, Barnes out there with Walter. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Shed in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now, here's Barrett. Tries it again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Anthony. Carter outside. Van Carroll looking around. Shoots the 3. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Van Carroll. Van Carroll's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Shed. Pass to Boucher. Right wing. Here's Shed. Covered by Anthony. Jacks up a 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Banchero outside. Looking to get back on track here. The shot will not fall. Raptors trail by 15. Barnes outside. Drills it from outside.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Barnes has gone 2 of 4 from distance tonight. And here is Anthony. Pass to Carter. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 on the clock. Carter kicks to Banchero. Over Barrett. And it's Banchero missing.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Orlando leading by 10. Anthony with it. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Quickly the bounce pass. Barrett against Caldwell Pope. Robinson sets a screen for Barnes. Pass to Walter. No good on the three.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Banchero, that's good. And the Magic lead by 12.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. It's Barrett on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so Barrett nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line. Yeah,
they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now, here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. Plays it up and banks it in. Banchero's got 4 this quarter.
There's the speed. Banchero has it, but doesn't always show it. That time he did.
Now, quickly. Pass to Robinson. Back to quickly. Raptors moving the ball around. Onside, Barrett. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Isaac with the ball. Guarded by Robinson. Banchero passes to Suggs. Isaac right side. And stolen by Barnes. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Plenty of space. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half. Magic leading by 10. Pass to Suggs. Over in the corner, Isaac. Buries it down low. And the Magic lead by 12.
And, you know, even when you D up Isaac, he keeps his focus on the rim. Excellent concentration. Fantastic at scoring over good defense.
Here's Walter. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Quickly against Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Suggs against quickly. Shot clock at 5. And so Orlando again turning it over. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. A 12-point game. On the wing, Barnes. Back to quickly. Over Suggs. And it's quickly missing.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
It's Anthony with the drive.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
Pass to Walter. Barnes against Carter. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Barnes.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Suggs passes to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Barnes. Banchero with the ball. Robinson picks him up.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Pirtle, he's checked in for Robinson. Ingram comes in for Walter. And Dick subbed in for Barrett. And it's the Magic with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Banchero, a screen on Ingram. Unloads from 13. Good D by Barnes. Raptors trail by 9. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And, Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Offensive rebound. Out to Ingram from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
And Toronto making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Here's Pirtle, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Boy, I like the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame. So skilled in how he earns calls, draws fouls on his way up with the shot.
He's off on the first.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
That one is no good.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy. Somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First one falls for him.
When you're the #1 pick, like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well-grounded. Got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
Both free throws good from Banchero.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Now, here's Quickly. Inside, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
The free throw drops for Pirtle. Here's Suggs. Wagner has screen on quickly. Suggs passes to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wagner missing. Raptors trail by 11. That's good from Barnes.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Barnes hits them both. Now, here's Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Driving in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 21 points for Paolo Banchero.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 11. Pirtle kicks to Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Barrett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hey, it is never easy guarding Pirtle. I mean, he's got so many moves and a lot of ways to get defenders to foul him.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Magic leading by 10. Wagner passes to Banchero. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Dick, that's good.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Wagner. Banchero outside. To the right side. Suggs against quickly. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Raptors trail by 7. Dick with it. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Wagner. Drives to the hoop. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Wagner saw the opening and took off, slashing with the best of them.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. The Raptors shooting for the game at 42%. Pass to Quickly. Pirtle sets the pick for Quickly. Fires from the wing. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 11 rebounds in the game. Let's get an update on Ingram with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain, and it's definitely painful, but It's fortunate it wasn't worse. The next few games will be without him on the court. Of course, other players are going to have to step up to fill that role. That's all we've got, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. Barnes hits them both. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. .15 left in the fourth quarter, and that one is good from Suggs.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Here's Dick. Pirtle with a screen on Wagner. Dick passes to Pirtle. That shot is off. Nice defense from Wagner. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Magic.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.